Hello guys, this is Syed Musa. Actually, I'll be your collection framework trainer actually. Okay, let's get started. So before diving into the collection framework, okay, prerequisites, basic knowledge required for to learn the collection framework is one is for Java data types. Okay, primitive, there are two types of data types: primitive data types, user defined data types, and arrays, the basic prerequisites. Okay, so we can see some brushings. Okay, brush up for we can show some I can show you some brush up for the basic data types actually. Okay, so all of you know that actually. Okay, the data structures and algorithm. Okay, all of you, most of you coming from computer science background. Okay, computer science degree, bachelor of science or bachelor of engineering, you have some your part of studies that is called data structure and algorithms. So what is data structure and algorithms? Okay, data structure deal with data. Okay, so what is the data plus logics. So what are the data structures? Okay, what type of data? It's array, primitive data type, different types of sets of data is there. Okay, so on top of the data we need some sort of operations. Okay, what is what is the algorithm? Algorithm means what? So algorithms means what? Some logics in some logic, searching, sorting. Okay, these are the algorithms. Okay, our day-to-day program we are dealing with this. Okay, day-to-day we dealing with this actually. Okay, so day-to-day we are dealing with these kind of algorithms actually. Okay, so now we are going to see the Java collection framework. So agenda of, what is the agenda of our collection framework? Let's see that. I'll show some slides. Okay, so this is the agenda. So collections agenda, why we need to go for collections, what is the collections framework, collection hierarchy, list interface implementation, set interface implementation, queue interface implementation, map interface, cursor, collections and sorting. Okay, cursors means what? Cursor means some kind of iterations, how to read the data one by one. Okay, just like for loop, collection have their own loops are there. Okay, we will see in detail actually. Before diving into the collection, let's see that what is the primitive data, what is the disadvantage of primitive data, what is the arrays, what is disadvantage of array, how we go for collection. Let's see that actually. Okay, so approach 1, primitive data type. Okay, approach 1 primitive, approach 1 primitive data type. Okay, so guys, I have in my keyboard I have little bit issue. Okay, so primitive data type, approach 1. Okay, so what is before the primitive data type? Let's discuss what is the variable. What is the variable? Okay, so what is the use of variable? Variable is store some data. Okay, so store some data. So so variable have some different data type actually. Okay, let's see that. Before see that, so how you define the variable? Okay, how you define the variable? Some I'll see some basics. Okay, some I'm not covering full primitive structures, some brush up. Okay, let's see. Okay guys, assume you all of you know. So nowadays guys, everybody have even indirectly, even layman also computer in the form of mobile phone. Okay, nowadays everybody know what is the processor, what is the RAM, everybody aware of that. Okay, so every have some basic knowledge just like that. Okay, you all of you know what is a computer. So computer have primary memory, secondary memory, processor kind of things. Okay, let's see, this is your RAM. Okay, so assume this is the computers. Okay, this is a one computer. Okay, so whoever not computer science background, some kind of prerequisites. Okay, so all of you know this is the your RAM actually. Okay, this is the RAM. Okay, so this is here, let me this is the RAM. Okay, so this is your RAM. So RAM means what? Random access memory. Okay, RAM means random access memory. Okay, then random. So apart from that, this is the primary memory, secondary memory. What is the secondary memory? Secondary memory is your hard disk. Okay, secondary memory is your hard disk. Your hard disk. Your hard disk. Okay, secondary memory is your hard disk. Secondary memory is your hard disk actually. Okay, so RAM. So whatever you are programming, so whatever what is a variable declaration, all your program, your operating system, everything managed by RAM only. Okay, RAM. So in RAM, and then one is the processor. You know that this is the processor. Okay, this is the processor. Your processor. Okay, this is your processor. Okay, so because of your programming performance depends upon the RAM. Whenever you are going to buy, everybody asking what is the RAM size. Okay, so all of you know that, even everybody asking processor, some kind of mobile based processor. So if in case of computers, we know that actually, we know that. Okay, we know so Intel processor, some kind of Celeron processor, some different types of processors are there actually. Okay, so let's see the RAM. Okay, so random access memory. So random access memory, so whatever you are creating the variable, some space will be allocated. Okay, some space will be allocated, and deallocation, memory allocation, deallocation. If you know the C and C++, there is some program, memory allocation, some pointer declaration, lot of things will be there. Without understanding these structures, you cannot learn. It's a very difficult to understand what is happened behind the programming. Okay, so every programming behind something happened. This is the things, whatever. So assume this is the integer memory location, it is a string memory location. Okay, so this is the string memory location. Okay, it's a character memory location. So depends. So every memory location have some data type will be there. Let's discuss what is the data types. Okay, so this is some schematic diagram. It is not proper diagram, some just for your understanding. All of you know computer. Okay, some data type. Okay, so data, what is a data type? What is a data type? Every variable has some data type. What is a data type? So guys, 10-15 minutes, then we come to the collection center. Collections, what is the collections? Okay, who are some basic, don't have some basic knowledge, this class is very helpful. So type of data we can store in the variable. Okay, what is data type? Type of data that we can store in variable, that is called data type. Okay, so the variables in Java or C# or Python, there are two types of generally two types of data. Okay, two types of data, not data type, two types of data. One is primitive data type, one is the primitive data type, one is the primitive data type. So second is the user defined data type or reference data type. Okay, reference data type. Okay, reference data type. There are two types of data. Okay, so what is a primitive data type? There are 8 data types will be there. Okay, for one is byte, short, integer, float, long, double, char, okay, boolean. Okay, this is the 8 types of data is available. Whenever you want to work, actually you want to create some program. Okay, so what is the program? You manipulating some data, you apply some logic, where you apply some logic on top of the data. So we need the type of data. Okay, if it integer or float, long or characters or boolean, yes or no. If yes, if mark is greater than 60, true, just like that. Some kind of this is comes under the program language fundamental. Okay, so what is a reference data type? What is a reference data type? Reference data type is a arrays, string, okay, user defined data type, so user defined data type we call the class. Okay, user defined data type is we call the class actually. Okay, so we'll see that. Okay, what is reference data type? We'll see that. Okay, so in assume. Okay, so why we need the before going to the what is drawback of primitive data type? Okay, so you see integer a equal to 10, integer b equal to 20, integer c equal to 30. Okay, integer c equal to 30. So I want to store the 100 values. Okay, I want to store the 1000 values. Okay, so 1000. So if assume I want to deal with guys, 1 minute. So you see guys, this is the variable, integer variable. We can store the values. Integer a stores the 10, b store the 20, c store the 30. Okay, so I want to store 1000 value. Okay, you see, if I want to store the I want to store 1000 value. So what is the solution? If I want to, thousands variables are needed in terms of primitive data. Okay, primitive way. So thousands variables we need. Okay, so I want to store 1 lakh value. I want to store 1 lakh value. 1 lakh value. So we need 1 lakh. We need 1 lakh variables. 1 lakh variables. 1 lakh variable. 1 lakh variables. Is it recommended? Is it possible to manage 1 lakh variable? Even thousands of variables also very difficult. So 1 lakh variables, it's a very tedious. Okay, it's a very difficult. Once upon a time, before that third generation language, so complex programming, we use a lakhs and lakhs of variable. Okay, but it's not recommended. As of it's not recommended. Okay, not recommended. So to overcome this, okay, to overcome this problem, we are using array concept. To overcome this issue, to overcome this problem we are using the arrays concept in Java. Okay, approach 2. This is the approach to arrays. This is the approach to arrays. So we can store the group of values in the single variable. So this is the integer variable, we can store a, integer b is the second variable. I want to store the single variable, same data type. Okay, so we can store group of value in single variable. So how we can achieve? Through the arrays. The syntax of array, integer array or string array, anything. Okay, integer array, a new a equal to new integer 5000. Okay, 5000 or 1 lakh, anything is possible. Okay, how to assign the variable? Okay, how to assign the value? A, okay, a equal to 0. Okay, 100. So a equal to 0. So you see, you can store the 200 or 300, anything 300. So 5000. So it store 4099. Index start with 0. Okay, you see here 1, 2, n up to the n. So okay, so this is we have to store, but arrays also have some limitations. Okay, what is a limitation? So this should be any type of array. You can use a defined array, anything you can create it actually. But what is a limitation? What is the limitation of array? What is limitations? Array size is fixed. Once size is fixed, you cannot change. Okay, you see, array size is fixed. Okay, array size is fixed. You cannot change. What is the second limitation? We can store only homogeneous values only. Okay, homogeneous means same data type of values. Okay, same data, we can store homogeneous values. Okay, so you see, assume you can store any, you can create the arrays user defined data type also. Assume student, you have one class will be there. You can create the array. Okay, new student. So you can store the 100. Okay, so assume, so you can store the value one by one. You can store the value. New student student. So what is student ID? So some data type, maybe student ID is name Raju. Okay, so this is the valid declaration. Okay, this is the valid declaration. Okay, so I am going to create, you see, one more declaration. One more declaration is the one. This is also valid. Okay, assume 20 so name is Raghu. Okay, this is also valid. Okay, you see, so we can store only homogeneous. Homogeneous means what? I can assign one more similar other data type. Okay, you see, let me store, instead of this is employee. Okay, this is a employee. Is it valid? Is it invalid? Actually, our declaration is what? Our declaration is student, yes, new student. Okay, I try to assign the value. Values through the different data type, different user defined data type. Is it the invalid? So this is the second limitation. We can store only homogeneous value, same type of values. So without collection, I want to store the heterogeneous. Is it possible? This is also sometimes ask some interview questions also. Interview they are asking. Okay, so is it possible? Okay, yes, there is one approach will be there. Okay, there is third approach will be there. Okay, so third approach means what? Arrays, object arrays. Okay, object arrays. Okay, approach 3, what is object array? So instead of you declaring the user defined or primitive data type, one more system Java system dot object. So object is the system object is father of all the objects. It's a base class. Okay, every class indirectly inherited this object class. Okay, so all the classes, even if you are creating your own class, so Java system object, Java lang object, that is the base object actually. Okay, let's see how to work on this, how to declare the object. You see, object okay, so this is okay. So I want to declare the, so here I want to declare, I want to assign some value. Okay, you see, now it's possible. Okay, new student 101, student 101 Raju. Okay, this is also valid. This is valid one. Okay, one more. Okay, one more. Okay, so a, so this is different data type. Okay, different type of user defined objects. Okay, so employee. Okay, 101. This is also valid one. Okay, this is also valid one. Okay, but still issue is there. Okay, size is fixed. Okay, so what is the limitation? limitation is there. Here what's the problem? Size is fixed. Okay, even if you are using object as a array, the size is fixed. Okay, one more. So you know that every data, so all, why you declaring the primitive or array data type? You are going to do some operations on top of the data. So what is the type of operation you are going to do? Okay, so you have to insert, update, okay, retrieve, sort the data. So these are the operation to overcome the problems arrays. Okay, so this is the major problems, major issues if you are using the primitive data types or array. Okay, so you know that Java collection framework is the it is one of the new feature of Java 5 actually. Okay, so to before that vector, some other util will be there. Okay, now util in vector class comes under the collections. Okay, so to overcome this problem, to overcome the problems, overcome the problem of arrays, we are going to use the collections. You are going to use the collections. We are going to use collections. Okay, collections. Okay, collections. So collection is used to store the group of object. Okay, so now let's see what is the collections. Okay, so Java collections, we call the Java collection framework. Okay, what is why we call the so Java have lot of modules. Okay, multi-threading is there. Okay, multi-threading concept is there. Okay, so multi-threading concept is there. Okay, then what we called what is called exception is there. Okay, this is not framework, but why we call the collection is a framework? So collections have lot of interface classes and logics. Okay, predefined classes. Comparatively multi-threading exception, lot of things will be there actually. Okay, so every features Java 8 version, lot of things will be there. Okay, so it's reduce the, you see, lambda expression, lot of things will be there. So it will be reduce the number of lines of code actually. Okay, so what is the so in order to optimize the performance to improvement of your coding, so we need some performance. Okay, how to improve the performance? You have to use the collections, you have to use the new features. So if you are using the new features of that, you can reduce the number of lines of code. Okay, that could be possible. Okay, so let's discuss what is a collection. Collection are used to store the group of objects or data. Okay, collections, what is the collections? Okay, collections are used to store group of objects and values. Okay, so collections are growable in nature. Okay, so you no need to default it will be capacity is 10, but it's automatically grow. Okay, collections are growable in nature. Dynamically collection size can be increased and decreased based on the data. Increased and decreased decreased based on requirement or anything requirement. Okay, we can store any type of data in collections. Okay, what it means, we can store any type of data in collection. So what this means, it's a homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous and heterogeneous. Okay, so collections, one other, what is the other advantage? Okay, collections providing the collection framework, collection providing the predefined methods to insert, update, delete, retrieve, sort. Okay, so collections providing the pre-defined method to insert. Collection is the entity container which can be used to store group of object. Okay, we can store the group of object. Okay, you can store the user defined object. Okay, so how we so you have to, so now you got the point actually how we need the collections. Okay, so if you want to store the heterogeneous, you want to more operations are there. So if you are use more operation or searching, lot of algorithm is involved, it's difficult to manage if you are using primitive on array. So lot of coding you need to write. So whatever you can achieve the collection, you can achieve in Java coding also, but so lot of tedious work will be there actually. Okay, let's see what is the collection framework, what is the hierarchy of collection framework, what is collection framework, what is the collection framework, what is the collection hierarchy. So what is a collection hierarchy? Collection hierarchy is so first interface is collections. What is collection framework is the combination of, okay, it is the combination of interfaces and implementation class, predefined implementation class with predefined algorithms. So combination of interfaces and implementation class with predefined algorithm, it's called the collection framework. Okay, so hierarchy, collection hierarchy. Okay, so what is a collection hierarchy? So one is iterable interface, this is called interface. Okay, this is called interface. Okay, this is called interface. And collection interface, collection interface, list interface, set interface. Okay, queue interface. We will discuss one by one. Okay, coming classes we can one by one. Okay, interface, and map interface. Map interface. Okay, map interface. Let's discuss. I can show the some visual representation of the collection hierarchy. Okay, you see guys. So the red, whatever red is marked, it's a interface. Okay, the C is class actually. Okay, so you see the IEEE is the root interface, okay, to the collection framework. Then collection. Okay, so the collection is, these are all interface only. This is the extension, E for extension. Okay, I for implementation. Okay, the C is for extension, I for implementation. Okay, this list is extended the collection interface. Okay, let's see the first list. Okay, so list interface consists of array list, linked list, vector and stack. Okay, I means implementation. Okay, this list interface is implemented following classes. Okay, following classes. And the queue, so priority queue, DQ, array DQ, set interface. Okay, hash set, linked hash set, sorted set, tree set. Okay, so list is so different. So depends upon your requirement. You have to use it. Okay, so list, where you use the list, where you use, so different use case, depends upon the use case. You just for storing the data, I don't want sorting mechanism, nothing. You better, I don't want as it is, I don't want to make unique, simply storing the data. So better to go for list interface. No, I want to store some I want to store sorting, I don't want to allow the duplicates, better to go set interface. Okay, some kind of queue mechanism, first in, last in, first out, first in, some kind of, you want to more logic will be applied, you have to use the queue interface. Okay, so so queue is what, first in first out, so kind of things. You see, it's a detailed diagram. So the collection framework hierarchy. Okay, so the map is different. Okay, map is different, so that is also comes under collection category, but that is a different. Okay, so the collection interface have what is the list and queue, DQ, set interface. Okay, so list consists of what, array list, vector, linked list. Okay, so priority queue, so array queue. So set interface what, hash set, linked list, tree set. Okay, so now let so now let's discuss about list interface. Okay, we can see the list interface. I can show some programming, some basic programmings of list. Okay, list and array list. Okay, so list interface. So we, in coming classes, all the use cases we can see, all the possible use cases we can see. Okay, I'll have given some handful of hands-on exercise also. Okay, guys, wherever you go, any programming language, yes, wherever, whether it should be C#, whether it should be Python, this collection concept is very, very important actually. So all in programmer, whether you go the Spring Boot, so everywhere the collection is used actually. Okay, without collection, even your interview is not fulfilled without the collection questions actually. Lot of questions, 30 to 40% questions will become collections only. Okay, let's see. So list interface, what is a list interface? let's discuss about some list interface, some programming. So what is a list interface? So what does the inbuilt logic will be there? Okay, we'll discuss. Okay, every interface and corresponding implementation calls, some inbuilt already they have developed methods are there, logics are there. Okay, you can use without writing even single line of code. Okay, you supposed to know. Okay, let's see extending from collection interface, list interface. So allow the what is a list interface? Allow the duplicate objects, allow the duplicate objects. Okay, it will maintain objects in insertion order. Okay, it's having 4 implementation classes as we see in the diagram. 4 implementation classes. One is array list. Second is linked list. Third is vector. Fourth is stack. Okay, so how to instantiate? Okay, so list is the interface. Okay, okay, when we instantiation, so you cannot instantiate. Okay, it's an invalid one. Okay, so how to use the interface with implementation class list? Okay, new array list, valid. This is a valid. Okay, so list new linked list. Is it valid one? Okay, this is a valid one. Okay, so what is array list? What is the property of array list? Okay, before see the program, just see what is the array list. Okay, what is the array list? So implementation class of list interface. Okay, what is the array list? So sometimes I ask the question, what is the array list? Okay, you have to answer. Okay, implementation of class of list interface. So this is the properties of array list. Okay, sometimes asking list and set, hash set, array list, differentiate. Okay, you supposed to be list out some point actually. Okay, so if you know the each and every method, significance of each and every method, then only you can able to apply appropriate programmings, appropriate logics. Whenever I am asking the project where you use the tree set, okay, hash set, so where you go sorted set, okay, where you going the array list, where you use the linked list. okay. So you have to choose the accordingly, okay. So duplicates objects are allowed. Duplicate objects are allowed. Insertion order preserved mean they maintained, okay. So null values are accepted, okay. Null values are accepted. So internal data structure of array list growable. Internal data structure of array list is growable array, okay. Default capacity is 10. Default capacity is 10, okay. So in array list, okay, so array list, so already inbuilt methods are there actually, okay. So so somebody asks the questions, hey, I am using array, how we go for array list, okay. So in array list already, so what are the inbuilt array list, okay. So what is the methods available in inbuilt array list, okay. Inbuilt methods. So methods of array list, method of array list. So what are the things I remember, just I can type, okay. Okay, one is add, okay, this is very main method actually, how to add the, okay. Second is add all. You want to add one collection object to other collection object, okay. We'll see one implementation, okay. I'll show today. So day to day I have shown, okay. Remove, I'll show all the demo now, okay. So remove, okay. So remove int index, get int index, contains object, okay. Clear the array, is empty, index of okay. So these are the methods inbuilt, okay. Add, so adding, removing, okay. Index means you have to finding, okay. Finding index of 5, we can get it, okay, like that. We'll see some implementation, okay. So then apart from that, we have set some index of some other things are there, I think so. Lost index, lost, I think lost index of object bj, set interface, set interface, set interface, then iterator, forward direction, list iterator, so forward and back, okay, forward and back. So the iterator and list iterator, okay, the iterator and list iterator, forward and back direction, these are the this iterator is called cursors actually, okay. In database one concept will be there, cursor. What is a cursor? Load some values and manipulation, that we can do that actually, okay, that is called cursors actually, okay. So let's see, I'll show some program actually, okay, I'll show some program. So guys, this is, let's discuss some list basic program actually, okay. This is a basic program, it's a demo program. So just I declared the list interface and instantiate it with array list class, implemented class actually, okay. This array implementation class, this is straightforward only, okay. Just I am adding one by one, okay, just I am adding one by one values. L dot add 200. I'll show some demonstration on operations, okay. What are the methods available, some small demonstration, okay. Okay. So I want to print the value. Just I am simply calling the object of list interface. Okay, just okay. You see what is the output? So it's coming actually. Okay. So you see, I want to add. Okay, I want to add the value. So index. Okay. So index. So you see, guys. Actually, the index means what? Index means what? So you see, so this is here, no? So here you have to start the value 0. This is 0 index. Okay, 0 index. This is 1. So all the values started with the 0 index, 1 2 3, just like that. I want to specified location, I want to insert 0. Okay, the first location. Okay, how to perform that? So just simply add. You see, guys, you see, just L that add, okay, 0 comma 500. Okay, 0 comma 500. Okay, okay, you see what's the output now? Again, see, so you see, here I can. Okay, so I want to third. Okay, I want to add the location of third. Okay, L dot add third. Okay, comma, simply I put the 999. Okay, then CISO control space. Now you see, so you see the location third 0 1 2 3. Okay, so this is the some method actually. Okay, so I want to find the index location. Okay, I want to find the index location of 999. How you can find it? Okay, you see, so here L dot, you see, if whenever you press, all the things will be appeared here actually. Okay, all the things will be, what are the methods available, you see, lot of methods available. So some of them we discussed actually. Okay, some of them we discuss. So L dot lost, oh sorry, L dot lost index of lost index of so I'll put the 999. You see what will be the output 0 1 2 0 1 2 3. You see 3. Okay, these are the some methods available. Okay, these are the some method. Okay, so now you see now what happened. Now I'll do some I try, you see guys, now I am going to add. So we already told actually array list collection is the homogeneous and heterogeneous. Okay, now default is heterogeneous. Okay, default. So I want to make homogeneous. That's one concept is called generics. Generics is a different topic, so we have a lot of things to discuss. Just I'll tell you what is generics. I'll tell you before that how to make heterogeneous. L dot add. Okay, you see, just welcome to Java, welcome to Java. Okay, now you see, so it's not coming. Why? There is no system output. Okay, see, so just put the L. You see, this is heterogeneous. Okay, now I want to make only integer. Okay, I don't want to allow the string. How is it possible? Yes, is it possible? Okay, so that is called, the concept is generics. Okay, I want to make the type safety. Okay, I want to make the collections interface or class, collection interface. I want make collection interface as a type safety. Type safety means what? Only if you declare the integer only allowed. If you declare string only, that's called type safety. Okay, so how we can achieve? So this is the way declare. So concept is called, the solution is generics. Generics separate topics we can discuss. Coming classes we can discuss, guys. Okay, list interface, integer. So L1, you see, L1 array list, L1 array list. It only allowed the integer only. Let's see the practical. Okay, now you see, just a diamond bracket. Okay, you see, just insert integer. Now see, once I made the integer, you see it shows the error. Okay, it shows the error. Okay, now you see, now it's coming. Now I remove this. What I'll do, instead of integer, I'll declare the string object. This is, I will declare the string object. You see what happened? There are all others are error except string. Okay, this is called generics. This concept is called generics. Generics. Okay, this concept is called generics. Okay, so guys, this is the some basic operation of list interface. Okay, so coming classes, we have to coming classes we can discuss about the coming classes set interface, queue interface, and map interface. Everything I have different example use cases I will given. Okay, I will send you the some array list based some kind of some other methods also you can find and you can implement it. I'll give some hands-on exercise actually. Okay, you can try yourself that. So coming classes we can set interface, everything will be so uncomplex, comparable, lot of things will be there. How to apply Java 8 features. So lot of interview questions also comes under that technology, the topics actually. Okay, we'll discuss guys, coming classes we discuss. Okay, we'll see the next class. Thanks guys.